Hey designers, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a special one because I'm going to be sharing my personal journey from freelancing to building my own design agency called Designer. If you are a graphic designer or someone interested in the world of design and entrepreneurship, this video is for you. So let's dive into the story of how Designer came to life and what tools it helped me to reach here. It all started with a passion for design, and a desire to create meaningful visuals. Like many of you, I began my career as a freelancer taking on small design projects, building a portfolio and hustling to make a name for myself in the industry. Being almost 4 years in this industry, one genuine advice I would give you is don't chase for perfection. This is literally how my designs in my first portfolio looked like. It is all a journey, and honestly, you would love and enjoy the process of the journey more than reaching the end goal. Transitioning from a freelancer to an agency owner wasn't an overnight success. It required careful planning, building a solid team, and establishing a unique identity for the company named Designer. I wanted to create a space where creativity thrived and clients received a holistic design experience. While freelancing, one thing I realized that I can't do everything all alone. While I did it for 1 year, I was managing clients all myself, I was maintaining finance, I was replying to emails, I was sending out cold emails, I was taking follow-ups, I was designing, everything I was doing myself. But then I realized after a year that it's high time to hire people and to delegate work. And hiring and delegating work, all that turned into me forming my agency called Designer. And now after managing my design agency for about 3 to 4 months, I've realized how difficult it is to manage your team and your clients. For that very reason, I came upon this tool called Clinked by AppSumo. It is a white label client portal for business. My favorite feature is the Clinked portal. It can perfectly set up to take care of your clients and business documents. You can collaborate on files, tasks, events, discussions, and much more with your team, with also getting push notifications for chats and updates. So let's dive in to see how this tool exactly works, and let's see how it can help you as someone who is either a freelance designer or already a business owner, and how you can upskill your agency. Alright guys, so here is the powerful tool I was talking about. It's called Clinked, it's by AppSumo, and this is the entire dashboard. And let's dive in, let's see what exactly it is and how you can move around with it, how you can use it for your advantage. So let's get started. As you can see, it's a pretty simple dashboard. Here you can search any database you have put in, and this is my profile which I've created. Haven't added my DP, but we'll do that later. So now I'm going to show you that what to do after you have gotten Clinked installed in your system. You go to settings, you go in branding, and here you can add your logo. So I'm just gonna go and add my logo of Designer. I'll add this one which doesn't have that border, and once I've added, I'm also gonna go and change the color, because obviously I'm gonna go with the brand color, which is black and orange, something like that, and we're gonna keep this white. Secondary color, obviously not green, we'll go with white as secondary color as well. And obviously you can add a background image, you can have your own favicon as well. So for now we're gonna keep it simple for the logo, and click on update, and instantly, if you notice, on the top left corner is your logo, and all these buttons and icons and everything you see right here has turned into the orange which we have selected. So this is now what your dashboard looks like. It looks more personalized. It looks like this is specifically made for your company, and this is also what your employees, your clients, your team members, your managers, everyone will see after you've given access to them or added them as team and members. So now below the dashboard, you see there's client/groups, there's members, there's activity, task, reach outs, audit, and all that stuff. We are going to focus on clients and groups. Here is where whenever you get a new client, you create your client portal, and this is where all the database gets stored. So let's say we got a new client. The name of the client is, let's say the brand name is Hustler. Okay, so HUS Hustler is the brand name, and you create a new client or a group, it instantly creates it, and it is further customizable. So here you can add the banner, the background, and the logo. So this is sort of a portal the client will see after you have sent them the link and the access of this. And here's general info. You go to home, and this tab is very important. This is a tab where you can see whatever is happening, and this is a tab where you edit whatever you want to. So now we're gonna go to files, and this is the group file. For example, when the client has been onboarded and you want to have an onboarded invitation or anything they want to see, you can add it right here. When you're done with the work and the client has asked you for the logo files and everything, instead of uploading it on Google Drive and then sending them the link, just simply upload all your files here. You can click on upload, and let's say this t-shirt is what they're looking for. You can literally upload your file here. You can also manage the access if you want to share with the entire group what all they can do with this file and everything right here. And if you want, you can just remove it. That's simple. In the notes column, this note channel and column is very editable. You can modify whom you want to send a note. Let's say note name, logo design, and here what I'm going to do is change the color of the logo, something like this, something very simple. And whom I want to send this note. Let's say an intern of mine is working on the logo, and I'm sending them the note. This is just a small note, but I can send them a detailed brief and then do it and then save it, and they can see that in the notes column, which is tagged to them. So something like this. So then they can comment on it, they can add it, they can approve of it and stuff like that. All the discussions will also be stored, so if anything happens later on, everything is right there on this tab. There's events. Let's say you have a meeting with your entire team or your client, and then you can block a date. You can select that this is where we want to have the meeting, and you can obviously connect it with other meeting softwares as well. Cool. So that is about it. See, in the activity, you can see that I've created a note. So if anyone does any button or does anything, everything is recorded in the activity tab. So everything is in place, and your notes is there, your files is there, your discussions, and all these are widgets in the home page. You can also edit the widgets when you go here. You can change the layout if you want it 50-50, if you want everything to be like 100%. I honestly prefer something like this, where you can see a part of every single thing. So there is like a welcome page. You can drag this and move it right here, and you can drag this and move it right here. Like this sort of seems more functional to me, where when one tab, you sort of see everything displayed right there instead of just scrolling down endlessly. So this is something you can use for your clients. Like honestly, have this. In the early stages of my company and freelancing, I never used to have this. Everything was kept on WhatsApp, and if a client asks you for the file like 2 months later, the work is done, you go on WhatsApp, you go to that media file, and then you just scroll, and sometimes you don't find it. Sometimes they have deleted from their end, so it's not in the database anymore. So having a proper systematic place where you keep all your files, you maintain all your client records and everything here makes much sense. And if you want to act or be professional about your workflow and your etiquettes, so I guess that this makes much more sense. Now client side to ek ho gaya, but then coming to the team member side, let's say you have a few people working under you. So here is where you go in the members column. Here you can give roles to each and every member of yours. So here is Parth. He is the designer, is the team manager, and I've actually he hasn't accepted the invite, so I have to send him. So here, if you want to add anyone, you can add it. And their database is also, this is Parth. Okay, just blur his number, and this is all this database. And if you want to invite members or add new members, what you can do is you can create a members account. You can add their full name, their number, all their details, and also the account drives the most important part, what all capabilities they have while they have added to any group or any assignment. You can assign them as a creator, manager, super admin, and a normal member as well. So that's how you can do, and you can keep on adding people. Let's say you have Anushka and Khushi. as someone who is working under you. So, and you want Khushi to work on your Hustler Wala project. So you go to Hustler and you only add Khushi as a member in the client portal. So Khushi is updates. So Khushi is aware of all the messages going, all the things, all the files that have been delivered. And even you don't even have to do anything. You can just tell Khushi ki, please ye file add kar do. So she is gonna go on the Clinked tool. She's gonna go on the Clinked app and add it in the Hustlers tab because she has access to it. So that's how you can do it. Then here you can have all your tasks in one way. So let's say like right now it's empty, but I have all the database and everything there, and I need to know that what are the tasks that have been completed, what have been incompleted. And this is very helpful because a lot of times what happens is, I've realized, I've done this before as well, that whenever you are working with multiple clients and multiple people in your team, then it gets very cluttered and very cluttered and very confusing. So let's say you are Khushi and you want to know that what is the task for me. So you can just search here. I can also just find by name. I can have path here. I can select the group where, let's say, Hustler. I can assign it to, right now it's just me, so I can assign it to myself, and I can like edit to unassigned task or overdue task. And then obviously the status is either the person is doing the work or has not even started it. So let's say not started. And priority, how urgent or how important it is, I would say medium. And I mean, that's one way how I would do it. And then comes where the communication part. Here what you can do is, let's say you got on a client call and the client informed you about something. You can add regular updates on your, you can share news about anything specific, anything you want your team members or your clients to know about. Let's say you are having an off tomorrow because of Diwali or any other festival. You can have it all right here, and all the message will go to everyone whom you select. Or let's say you will be having I don't know, some like a week long break, or there is gonna be a delay in the task or something like that, which you want to inform to all your clients all at once. So instead of just texting each and every one, you can just reach out to them from this reach out tab right here. And yeah, that is about it. There isn't too much to go here, but each and every tab is super customizable. And I would say this is creating this putting every single database is a bit hectic, is a bit tiring. Okay, and trust me that I have been very lazy about it for the longest time. But just putting it 10-20 minutes of your time daily to update your board or to update your clients and everything on Clinked is gonna save you hours and hours later. And not only time, it's gonna save you a lot of money as well, because there have been cases where I haven't taken follow-ups from clients. Sometimes they say that the payment was different, and it's a lot of hassle when you're not acting professional and when everything is here and there. So I would make sure, and I really want to help you guys out, wherein you use these amazing tools like Clinked, which is by AppSumo, to help you out in your design process, and especially when you're very serious about graphic design or design in general, and when you're very serious about building your own team and creating an agency. Well, that was a quick breakdown on how you can use powerful tools like Clinked for your advantage to grow your own agency and to build it up from scratch. And honestly, this is not only for agency owners or founders, but this is also for just freelancers. You can just ignore the members tab. You can just use the client portal tab, where all your clients are there in a systematic way, or like on your computer. And the best part is you can share the access to any of your clients. So hota kya hai, whenever you have onboarded a client and it's just you haven't started the work or the design, but they have a link of the Clinked portal, which makes your entire workflow more professional. There is like a welcome onboard page, and it's just a nice greeting to them because they have paid you a 50% advance wherein they have started work with you. So it's just nice to have something to look at before even the design has started. Honestly, the journey of freelancing to an agency owner has taught me a lot of things. I learned the importance of delegation, effective communication, and the power of collaboration. Every challenge was an opportunity to grow, and I've learned and made so many mistakes in my entire journey. And designer is not just a business. It's not something boring which I have to do 9 to 5, and it's just more than a company agency. It's something which is very close to my heart and something which I want to scale up to the max. I want to have a team of 20, 30 people and working with big clients all over India and abroad. And with this goal in mind, I just started this company where I made, tons of mistakes. Literally last week, I had to send a client almost 80,000 rupees back for the services which I had given because of a small mistake in the communication part of it, wherein such tool, would have saved that money. And this is just a small amount which I had to send. I had to send so many other clients either the 50% back or, they have discontinued the work where they didn't pay me the remaining amount, which obviously suffered a loss in the business. So, and like that, many other, it's just not about money. Okay. So that client, let's say, didn't want to work with you. They paid you 50% amount and they're like, I'm not going to pay the rest and you can keep the remaining. So you'll be like, fine, whatever. But then that client is disappointed and he or she will not going to tell 10 other people about your services, and you potentially are losing more and more clients and your brand image and what you're trying to build every single day. So all these small things can affect where you don't even know it's really affecting you, but it's very important to take care of each and every way of communicating to a client, and having such tools is gonna really have that very professional look to it, and they're gonna have that first impression is everything, so that is something which we all really need to work on. So there you have it, folks. That's just a small story of how I went from freelancing to building my agency and what our tools helped me in the entire journey. And I hope this video was helpful to you in some or the other way. If you're on the similar part and dreaming to start your very own agency, remember every step counts and challenges are just a stepping stone to success. And also do try out Clinked to manage your business or freelance work, and let me know if you see any changes in your workflow and any changes from the response from clients. Most importantly, right now you can get these tools for life on AppSumo. Plus, you can get a 10% off on all tools on AppSumo during their Black Friday sale. So head to the link in my bio to check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs up because it's absolutely free, and why would you not do that? All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.